Hey, welcome to The Zone on Fox. I'm Zenon Thornton, your host, part of the Washington Sports Network. Of course, hey, it's been really nice to be indoors this time of year with the weather blowing through the trees, all that crazy stuff happening outside. We were inside at local gymnasiums around the region, beginning with Kamiakin at Chiawana. That's right, taking on the Riverhawks.
Chiawana Riverhawks. Young Caden Kazir right there for Chiawana, the freshman. Phenom getting loose. Wesley Henderson, one of the leaders of the Riverhawk team and leading them in scoring the last few games, taking on the Kamiakin Braves last Saturday night. Early action. Fowler cross court. Finds it down to Javon Williams. He'll bank it in for two. Not a lot of scoring early on. Wesley Henderson doing the dirty work, getting the rebound and the putback. Count it, keeping Chiawana in the game early. Kamiakin, solid play around the perimeter. Nice bounce pass. Williams into Fowler. Count it. Chiawana saying we can go interior as well. Wesley Henderson with the muscle game. Back and forth early on. After some fouls, Henderson would go to the line, sink the free throw. Chiawana making this a serious game on a Saturday night. Corey Bayless, the sophomore, from beyond the arc. Count it. Kamiakin undefeated on the year so far. They played a couple of close games. This is Jesse Briones. He's going to look for some space, get in there, get knocked to the ground. Good physical play there by Briones. Chiawana moving the ball, looking for some scoring. There's some scoring. Eric Wren from behind the arc, feeling it. But he wouldn't be done then. Now from the left corner, bang. Count it, Eric Wren. Could he do it a third time? Is three truly the magic number? See the ball, be the ball. Eric Wren getting hot for the Riverhawks. But Kamiakin would make a game of it and pull ahead with plays like this from Shea Gurney, the junior. Kamiakin, 51, Chiawana 47. The Braves undefeated on the year. Cooper Clyde with 12 points. Eric Wren with 15 for Chiawana.
All right, so stay tuned because later on in the show we've got some in-depth interviews. Kennewick boys, Sira Toure, Kamiakin girls, and our top 10 players list later on in the show. So stay tuned right here on The Zone. Welcome back to The Zone. Boys basketball is in full effect. Not only were we at Chiawana High School, we were also at Kennewick High School where the Lions took on the Walla Blue Devils.
Lions hosting the Walla Blue Devils. Colton Blue getting into the act early. Eric Clicker, the junior Blue Devils, hitting the outside shot. Then Mitch Muller getting it started for the Lions. Muller gonna do it again. Let her fly. Connect. Now Muller with the rebound, and he's just gonna go a little coast-to-coast action. Yeah, you better believe it. And one. Welcome to the jungle. John Wall, the sophomore, having a nice season. He'd hit the outside three-pointer, pulling Kennewick back into the game. Andrew Thoney, senior, with the rebound and put back. And then Blue tried to get it in there. Couldn't. Thoney with the rebound. That would send us to the fourth quarter. Lions only trail by 7. Blue Devils. That download of Tanner Craner, big 6'8" senior, getting it going. And that was so nice. Let's see it twice. Feed the man. Bucket. And good there. Now Mitch Muller's going to try to just take over and say, no, I ain't going to let it happen. The nice drive, coast-to-coast action. And Craner, the big boy, down low, getting it done. Muller with the block, up to Ramos. In and count it. Lions chipping into that 7-point lead. Muller's going to drive to the basket, get fouled. Bucket and the foul. You better believe it. Muller to the line to shoot the end of the three-point play and count it. this would draw the Lions even in the game. So, final minutes. Scrappy play. The foul on the three-pointer. Oh, wow, that's going to leave a mark. 3 free throws with no time on the clock to decide the game. First one, clang. Second one, clang. You give me 3, and I'm going to at least get 1 down. And he did it. Spencer Licati, 1 for 3, but the one that counted went in. Walla Walla 49-48 over Kennewick. The Blue Devils undefeated on the season. Conference play going. Eric Clicker, 17 points. Mitch Muller for Kennewick, 21 points. So we caught up with Coach Leidy after the game to ask him about this young Lions squad.
All right, here with Coach Leidy. Coach, boys fought hard. Talk about the game tonight.
We took a little bit of time off in the second quarter, let them build up a lead, get comfortable. Third quarter, they came out, hit shots. We cut into the deficit a little bit, picked up the intensity. Got back into the game, made some plays, just down the stretch, some poor execution, and they were in a game last night that they hit at the buzzer, and they made a play at the end, and we fouled them. So kid knocked down one of the shots, so they win.
Let's talk a little about your team this year. Obviously, a lot of new faces out there. Just talk about the makeup of your team this year.
We knew this year that we'd have some growing pains. We have a lot of guys that are short on minutes at the varsity level. Some of our guys coming from the freshman team, the junior varsity team, new additions. And so trying to get those guys to mesh and play together is a process. We've seen aspects of guys stepping up into roles. We just haven't seen the consistency yet on a night-in, night-out basis. So we've got to put together 4 quarters at a time, put together a complete game.
Talk about Mitch Muller, just his game. Seems like a leader out there for you this year. Talk about his game.
Mitch was a very good basketball player. He's crafty. He's confident. There were times last year he was in at the end of games because he makes great decisions. We still need him to lead and help these guys. We haven't come together yet as a unit, but the guy can score, and when he gets scrappy on defense and gets his hands out there, he gives guys fits.
Some other underclassmen out there, John Wall. Talk about him. Seems very athletic, just good basketball sense. Talk about him.
John had a great summer for us. It looked like he was a little unsure of himself early in the season, but once he got back home, a little bit more confident. We need to get some weight on him. I'm after him to eat more. He's a strong kid, and he's only going to get better. So he hits some shots, and he puts pressure on guys on the ball. So he did a nice job tonight.
And then just talk about some of the other guys. Obviously, Devin Ramos, but just talk about some of the guys that are key to having success this year and beyond.
Devin was a defensive stopper for us last year. This year, we're asking him to step up a little bit more on offense. Unfortunately, he is an aggressive guy on defense, and sometimes he gets his hands in there and he gets a little bit gets in foul trouble, and he spends too much time over on the bench with me. But we need Devin out there for 32 minutes, the kind of energy he brings. The rest of the guys feed off him. We're really happy with all our guys. We're young on experience. Our seniors that are coming out. Ryan Westover's playing really hard for us. Ben Rutledge. We had the addition of Yunan Bugal. He flies around there. Just need to rein him in a little bit at times, but we're just really excited about the team. We just want to see it come together.
Now, obviously, in a very tough league, Mid-Columbia. Just talk about what you guys have to do with success and in that strong mix of teams in the Mid-Columbia.
Yeah, there's no off nights. There's no time to collect your bearings when you're playing Friday and Saturday. So, we had a poor game last night. The good news is that we got to get right back into the gym and play a good game against Walla Walla. So, we just need to continue to grow, take care of the basketball, get shots. And then we're going to be a little bit smaller than the other teams, and so we've got to fight and use our quickness and agility to our advantage.
All right, when we come back, the girls, they get their turn. Yeah, it wasn't just about the boys. Plus, an in-depth interview with Kamiakin Jr., Sira Toure. She talks about what it's been like to start off the season so hot. Plus, she talks about her sister how she's doing down there at Oregon State. Hey, welcome back to The Zone on Fox. We'd like to give a special holiday greetings to you out there as you do your last second shopping. Speaking of last second, wasn't a last second buzzer beater, but some great girls action happened over at Chiawana High School. The Riverhawks hosted the Kamiakin Lady Braves.
Kamiakin Lady Braves invade Chiawana Riverhawk territory, but Bianca Gonzalez says, not in my house. I'm holding down the fort here. There, a nice layup on the left side to get things started for the Riverhawks. Then some good ball movement by the Braves into Courtney Nelson. Courtney doing her thing early on in this game. One of the leading scorers in this game for sure. Some more movement back to Bianca Gonzalez. There, she drains a jump shot. Keep Chiawana in the thick of things. Long court pass down Amanda Miller. She's able to convert and get the bucket. Kamiakin Braves in control. Hodges gonna kick it over to Jennifer Gonzalez, and she hits the deep shot, keeping the Riverhawks fully in this game. Then we see some good movement, interior movement there. That's Bailey Cartwright there, able to convert. Getting the bucket. Things looking good for the Riverhawks. Coach Steve Davis liking what he sees there. He's going to go ahead and have a seat. Things are looking so good for the Riverhawks. Sierra Alfrenes, a transfer from Pasco, gets into the Act 2, says, let me just add a little something to this thing we got going here. But Kamiakin Braves. Courtney Nelson, twisting, layup, bucket, scored. Just getting her stuff done. Back come the Riverhawks. Bianca Gonzalez hitting from the outside, then Delaney Hodgins, not to be left out, also hitting the jumper from the corner. Riverhawks holding their own in this, and then Kamiakin starts to pull away. Lindsay Schabel inside, bucket, and the foul heading to the line. Back and forth game. Here come the Riverhawks. Bernadette Roach, nice post move, left hand floater, count it. Now, watch this. The step back jumper in your eye. Melanie Ord, nice move. Nice way to get separation there on that jump shot. And then Riverhawks still staying in it. That's Delaney Hodgins. She's got the pedigree. Simple left-handed layup. Now, Courtney Nelson's going to swing it over Holly Ellison. Nice dribble drive, penetration. Bucket and the foul. Holly Ellison getting it done. She'll head to the line there. And Riverhawks, though, turn the ball over. Courtney Nelson can't give her that kind of easy basket. Puts it in for two. Riverhawks still fighting. Bianca Gonzalez, she was on fire this evening. There she hits another jumper. But just too much Nelson and the girls. Watch this. Kickoff, splash. Melanie Ord hits another jumper from that corner. She likes that corner spot. Alfrenes with the jumper, wouldn't fall. Two passes up to Sira Toure. Count it, and that would be all they would need to pull out the 63-49 victory. Kamiakin Lady Braves doing it up big. Courtney Nelson, 19.6 rebounds. She almost messed around and got a triple-double. Lindsay Schabel, 10.6 rebounds. We caught up with Sira Toure to ask her about the hot start of these Kamiakin Lady Braves.
Here with Sira Toure, one of the stars of Kamiakin Lady Braves. Sira, big victory tonight over the Chiawana Riverhawks. Talk about the game. Now, you play against a lot of these girls during the summer. You know them, probably better than you know even some of the players on your own team.
Yeah.
What's it like to go out there and play against competition like that girls you played against before and that you know?
I know that they know me and we played together, and I know that they are going to be intense because that's the way they are. They play hard. And I knew I had to come out here, and the whole team knew we had to come out here and play strong, or else we were not going to win this game.
Now, you guys take down Richmond last night, take down Chiawana. I mean, two of the better teams, obviously, in Mid-Columbia. Walla's out there. Sunnyside is always good as well. What does that mean to start off your season with a couple big victories against some conference opponents?
Well, it means that we're trying to get ready for state, and more ready for state we are. That's our goal this year. And we want to do better than we did last year, because we want to revenge what we did last year. And honestly, I just feel like that helps us realize, hey, where we are and what we need to work on too, because we're not done yet.
Right. What are some of those things you think you need to work on? You guys had the undefeated season going into state last year. Didn't turn out how you wanted at state. How do you prepare for state during the regular season? What are some things that you like? Hey, we got to work on this. What are some things you work on to get yourself prepared for the state competition?
Execution, poise, rebounds. All these main things will come down at state. Like each one of us has to score and be aggressive. If we're not aggressive, we're not going to get far. That's what we need to work on.
Awesome. Have you talked to your sister down there at Oregon State at all?
Yeah.
What's she give me any kind of tips or telling you anything about the college game?
Yeah, she is. She told me a lot, and I sometimes go visit down there. It's a nice school, and she's having a great time there, so I'm really happy for her.
All right. Good job tonight, Sira, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right, keep it right here on Fox's Zone, because you want to see the top 10 boys basketball list, all new list, coming up next. Top 10 boys players list. There's an all new list this week. That's right. We've been able to check out some more players. Let's see what we got.
Third installment of our WSN Big 9 MCC Top 10 boys. Mitchell Muller gets into the action at number 10 for the Kennewick Lions, the junior. Very athletic, gets to the boards, gets to the hoop, can shoot the outside jumper at number 9. Tanner Craner. Big 6'8", senior from Walla Walla. Post moves, you can't teach height. You cannot teach height, but he's got good moves to go along with that. Good footwork, nice touch around the basket. Tanner Craner from Walla Walla in at number 9. At number 8, dropping a spot, but not because he's done anything wrong. Julian Figueroa, Pasco, still one of the leading scorers. A few other options on that Pasco team we might see crack this top 10, but Figueroa is the leader of this Bulldogs team. At number 7, Javon Williams, J-Dub. The straw that stirs the drink for the Kamiakin Braves. Senior leadership does the little things, the rebounds, the putbacks, the steals, the blocks. Yeah, he can score too. Javon Williams in at number 7. At number 6, Nathan Stroifert. Look at him throw down there. Excellent swing man for the Richland Bombers, just a junior. Plenty of opportunity to get things going. There you see him hit the 3. He's got the inside game. He's got the outside game around the bucket. He can do it all. Nathan Stroifert in at number 6. At number 5, Cooper Clyde. Coop to the hoop. Gets to the bucket. Probably as good as any player in the Mid-Columbia. And from the range, from long range, deadly. Yeah, 3 balls all night long. Cooper Clyde, one of the leaders of Kamiakin Braves. As he goes, they go. At number 4, Carlos Vajaro, AC Davis. He's a senior, trying to get this Davis team back on track. Got 1 ring. Looking to get a Big 9 title again. Carlos Vajaro, athleticism with a capital A. At number 3, our former number 1, now drops all the way to number 3, Dylan Sugg from Wenatchee. Still one of the leading scorers in the Big 9, one of the best players this side of the mountains. Not because that he did anything wrong, it's because of the stellar play of the next 2 guys. At number 2, Joe Douglas, Big Joe D. Man, excellent game last week on Friday night. Tons of blocks. Just own the paint. Absolutely own the paint. Joe Douglas, one of the leading scorers as well. There at Hanford, big time potential, Joe Douglas. Now number 1, our new number 1, Trey Thomas, TT. Yeah, that's what we're going to call him because he's just getting it done. Hit for over 30. Did it against the rival Wenatchee Panthers. Trey Thomas, the best player in the Big 9. Yep, you heard it right here. Signed, sealed, delivered. Trey Thomas. Now to round out the top 20, there we see Peyton Ratliff at number 11 out of Richland. Nikhil Lazat dropped out of the top 10, but he should be back here pretty soon. Nick Haberling, Jalen Watson, Andy Soto, Max Jones, John Wall, Spencer Voorhees, Wesley Henderson, Chiawana at number 19, and Dennis Iliachuk, the senior from Moses Lake, at number 20.
Hey, almost ready to shut the show down, but come back after the break because we're going to tell you about all the stuff we have going on at Washington Sports Network. Hey, thanks for joining us this week. It's been a blast as we head to the end of the year and Christmas just around the corner. We got some presents for you. That's right. Every Saturday morning, 8:70 a.m. KFLD, The Blitz, our sports talk radio show. That's right. Manny, Jerry, myself down there chopping up local sports action. And then be sure to check out the website for the latest information, scores, highlights, and video of your local high school players. I'm Zenon Thornton. Thank you for joining me. See you next week.
Good for three. 67-67.